Now, after good old country music like that, it's tough to move into something more serious. But we have very important guests coming up right here. They're very special, and they're from the Delaware chapter of Leukemia Society of America. They're here to promote the Radiothon this weekend at the Christiana Mall. It's an entertainment-packed fundraiser to help eradicate leukemia, which, other than accidents, is the #1 killer of children in the United States today. Now, Aaron Silverman is the chairman of the Radiothon this weekend at the Christiana Mall, and he's joined here by Gene Douglas, who is the executive director of Delaware's Leukemia Society. It's a pleasure to have both of you here.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Gene, I'll start off with you. What exactly is leukemia, and is it contagious or inheritable?
Well, number one, it's a very complicated disease, but basically it's cancer of the bone marrow. No, it is not contagious, and no, it is not hereditary. But they really don't know what causes it or how to cure it yet.
Isn't it? Go ahead.
But we're getting closer every day.
Isn't it thought of primarily as a childhood disease?
Many people have this misconception. It is the #1 killer of all children, but there are 10 times as many adults that get it as children.
You know, does anyone really survive leukemia?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 10 years ago, leukemia was an automatic death sentence, or almost. But today, 50 to 60% of the children that come down with leukemia, we can put into long-term remission. And by that I mean 5 years or more. And adults, unfortunately, it's not as much. It's still 10 to 15 to 20%. But each day, we're learning more and more.
Now, you brought along Aaron with you, and Aaron, you're involved in the Radiothon. Perhaps you could give some of the details about it.
Well, the Radiothon is basically to raise money to do just what Gene is talking about, and that is every nickel that we raise at this Radiothon will all go to research. None of this is used for expenses, for funding anything else except research.
No payroll
No
involved in
payrolls,
this?
anything.
Okay.
Everybody donates their time. The personalities donate their time, and all the money, therefore, can go to research.
Now, WAMs will be carrying this, and you'll have entertainment every half hour, a different particular performance. Perhaps you'd tell some of the viewers who some of the special guests who have donated their time to this very worthy cause.
Well, actually, I have a whole page full, or 2 pages full.
Why don't you hit some of the highlights? It's quite a
I have to hit only the highlights, otherwise we'll be here all night. We have Steve here, who wrote the theme song, and will be there to sing it. Kenny Mullins will be there, Banjo Dusters, Bobby Lundy, Al Smith's Roaring Twenties Band. We'll have some guest celebrities from ABC TV soap operas, the Liberty Bells from Eagles Cheerleaders, Miss Delaware USA, Karen Jarby, Don Selesky, Randy White, Vince Papali, Peter and Kathy Carruthers, the national KS skating champions, and they just won that about 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Yes, and they're from the Wilmington Skating Club.
That's right. And that's just a few, a very few.
Well, Aaron, I know you were particularly anxious about appearing on tonight's show. You were a little nervous and so forth. You're doing very well, but why don't you tell the viewers why you've gone all the trouble to work yourself up enough courage to come on TV to talk about this?
Well, basically it's, I have a very strong desire to see leukemia licked. And the only way you can see it licked is to find a way to raise more money. And I felt the only way I could raise more money to help leukemia was to get involved with leukemia more. And that's why I'm involved with it.
And, of course, you'll urge people to go down to the Christiana Mall this weekend.
Please, come down to Christiana Mall, enjoy yourself, have a good time. Call in pledges. We'll have phones manned all day long, both days. And the times are on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., on Sunday from 12 to 5 p.m. Call in your pledges if you can't come down. If you can't come down, join in the fun. Make your pledges by putting them into the fish bowls that are around the mall and around the stage area.
Gene, for a gentleman who was too nervous to come on TV, he did an excellent job, wouldn't you say?
He's done an outstanding job with the Radiothon, all together.
Now, of course, will you be hosting it again this year, Aaron?
We have three MCs.
Yes.
And they will be doing most of the work, although I'll be feeding the personalities up on the stage to them, along with my wife, who's my co-chairman. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I look forward to Saturday and Sunday, and I hope everybody comes down to see us.
Well, I hope they all do. It's a very worthy cause, and I hope you can contribute to Leukemia Society. It's the #1 killer of children outside of accidents in this country, and let's lick it now and participate in this worthy